Now, while it might be possible to keep a tight rein on crime in a small village like that, combating crime in London requires even more determination. One wine bar owner was so fed up with thefts from his customers, he decided to do something about it.
On average, there's a shoplifting offence committed every minute in the UK. There were over 500,000 incidents of personal theft in England and Wales last year. The effect on the victims of pickpockets can be devastating.
But it is important when your handbag has got some jewellery or pictures of your family and that are irreplaceable. If it's your laptop and you've done a lot of work on that's important.
Gordon's, near the Embankment, is the oldest wine bar in London. It's very dark and gloomy inside, a haven for pickpockets. They plague the place to such an extent there were over 80 reported thefts each year. So the owners decided to do something about it. Did you have a big problem here with pickpockets? It seems the ideal environment for them, and lots of people having a good time, chatting with friends and drinking, and particularly inside as well.
The pickpockets and thieves used to love coming down because there are two entrances as well. They seem to like that. So they come down, they choose the darkest spot and just take stuff.
Pubs and bars all over London use CCTV, but until now, there hasn't been an effective way of collating that footage and using it to catch thieves. They had to do something urgently about the problem of thefts in the wine bar. But how could shops and bars instantly warn their neighbours and, crucially, the police that they should be on the alert?
The old processes were just so convoluted. It took weeks before the police would sometimes phone us up asking for footage. And I just felt very powerless when a customer came and said they'd had their bag stolen. There was nothing we could do. All we could do is take the details down and say go and talk to the police. I wanted to give the police what they needed so they could get on with their jobs, because they are very, very effective at catching people. But they're just bound up in administration and red tape.
By working with the police, Simon developed IT technology called Facewatch. If someone suspicious is seen on CCTV, the shop owner can now make an instant movie clip. The clip is then uploaded onto the website, and neighbouring shops or bars receive an alert with the footage. The police are also able to log on and identify the villains.
Facewatch will save lots and lots of police time. To scour through footage trying to find that actual moment of theft, it's very, very difficult. It takes a lot of police time and often ends up in frustration because the officer wants to find the suspects and they can't find them.
The system is having a massive impact with a number of successes, including a bag snatcher at Gordon's. There is a particular incident involving Gordon's wine bar. You can see everyone is having a good time. They're with friends, having a drink.
The last thing they're looking at is their property that's been put on the floor beside them. This gentleman standing at the back, everybody else seems to be sat around drinking. He's looking down at the handbag that he's seen, and he's pulling it with his feet. He's picked it up, he's placed it underneath his own jacket as a disguise and leaves unnoticed by anybody.
And there you see him coming out of the door, just there.
Yes, looking at
the bag.
Looking at his goodies that he's just stolen.
And he's gone. Now the new system has been rolled out, cases are being reported by other businesses. Catching shoplifters became a priority for Vision Express after a spate of thefts involving very expensive designer frames. So Sarah, in this latest incident, when two people, a couple, a man and a woman, came into the shop, where were the staff at the time?
The staff were actually with customers at the time. They got distracted because of customers walking through the door.
So they chose to come into this corner. This is where there are very expensive glasses. So did they choose this corner because it was out of sight?
I believe that they were targeting that particular set of frames.
You had Facewatch in place in the store at the time. Has it helped?
The next day we were able to trail through the images and picking out obviously the best shots to be able to put onto Facewatch.
Once the CCTV images have been uploaded, the local police are able to immediately access it. This saves hours of police time trawling through footage, allowing them to focus on the incident itself.
That is a good picture of him coming into the premises now.
That's a good facial shot. He's having a good look around, isn't he?
Yeah. You can see the woman here taking some frames off the shelf there, and she's just placing the security tags just underneath the frames there. Just put the glasses in her bag.
Do we get a facial shot of her?
We do as she comes into the premises, and this is her coming into the premises now.
Has she been identified for this crime?
Not yet, no.
No.
Police are trying to trace these two alleged shoplifters. If somebody out there knows who they are, please get in touch.